Hey vinyl community, Elliot here, Lazy Dawg Records, down here in the basement with my trusty dog Chester, and haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would do a random record pull. I've got index cards here. I will just randomly pull a card, and that'll direct me to somewhere in my basement where I have cabinets or shelves of records, and I'll go to whatever shelf it says to go to and blindly pull a record. I'll pull 5 of them and see what we've got, and see if I can tell you a little something about it, if I can, without looking at it beforehand. But first, what are we listening to? Grateful Dead album, one of their early albums, San Francisco's Grateful Dead, and this is side 2. And Morning Dew is the song finishing up right now, with New Minglewood Blues coming up. So some classic Grateful Dead stuff. So anyway, here we go. This won't take but a moment. Let's see what cards I pulled. Okay. SS2, singer-songwriter, from the second shelf. Country, from the second shelf. Blues and jazz, from the first shelf. R and P, what does that stand for? I don't remember. I'm going to think about that a second. From the second shelf, though, rock and pop, that's what it is, rock and pop. Okay, and I believe I got one more, and I'll have 5. Rock and pop, I couldn't remember. Rock and pop from the first shelf. Okay, so a couple of rock and pops. Let's see, a couple of rock and pops, country, a blues, jazz, and a singer-songwriter. So I'll go pull those and come right back, and we'll talk about them. I've got the 4 from other parts of the basement here, and I've got one more. It's the country. Was it 1 or 2? I think it was 2. Anyway, my country's right over here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull something. Don't know what I got here. Alright, so I pulled 5 records. Let's see what I got. And I couldn't help but see a little bit. I think I know what 1 or 2 of them are, but I've tried not to think about it too much. Okay, from 1975, from the country over there, Michael Murphey, later known as Michael Martin Murphey, because there was already an actor named Michael Murphey, and they kept getting them confused, and it was better for him to add his middle name to that. This is an epic record from 1975. And there he is, the long-haired Michael Martin Murphey. And let's see, I listened to this the other day, actually. Dancing in the Meadow, the Buffalo Gun, Wild West Show, always a Western theme. This one doesn't have any of the big hits on it, but it's a very good album nonetheless. Bob Johnston is the producer on this one. Charlie Daniels plays the fiddle on it. John Denver's featured on here. How about that? Some guys from the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Jeff Hanna and John McEwen, for instance, and let's see if there's any others. No, they're the ones from there. Tracy Nelson, a great R&B type vocalist, sings some background vocals. Willie Nelson helps out on some vocals as well, and the harmonica player for Willie's band, Nikki Rampel, I guess it is on here. So a good lineup, good people working with Michael Murphey on this album. And a good album, although it doesn't really contain, the songs we most associate with him. He had vocal issues later on in his career, and then he got really into doing authentic Western or cowboy songs and things like that. So he evolved over the years. He definitely didn't stay the same as an artist. Good one. This one came from the country. I'm surprised I didn't have it in singer-songwriter, but it's a crapshoot figuring out which genre to put stuff in, so I just put it in something and don't worry about it anymore. All right, from the jazz and blues, this is Claude Bolling, original Ragtime on Columbia Records. And let's see, this came out it was a reissue from 1976, and just exactly what it sounds like. Pianist, English pianist, I believe, playing ragtime numbers, some of which he wrote himself, and some of which were, like Jelly Roll Morton and Scott Joplin and stuff. He does what you would expect. Maple Leaf Rag. Chester, leave that. Chester was chewing on Rilla the Gorilla. Do not chew on Rilla Gorilla. He does Perfect Rag by Jelly Roll Morton. I said he did some of the songs wrote some of the songs, but I'm not sure if that is true or not. An English artist, I believe. He also was an actor, I think. But really good album. They're like, it's a $1 album. I highly advise you pick it up when you get a chance. It's on Columbia, and this is a real good copy of it. Ragtime, such an important musical form, influenced so much more music in the years to come afterwards. All right, from the I guess it was from the rock and pop from 1975, maybe my favorite band of all time. Their debut album, Amazing Rhythm Aces, Stacked Deck, and there they are on ABC Dunhill, I believe. Main songwriter, not the only one, but the main one, Russell Smith. And this has the one most people, if they don't know anything else by the Amazing Rhythm Aces, they know Third Rate Romance, which was somewhat of a hit for them, a well-known song for sure. But this album is my second favorite Amazing Rhythm Aces album. The follow-up to this, Too Stuffed to Jump, is actually my favorite by them. But besides Third Rate Romance, this has got the Ella B, about a steamboat, and Life's Railway to Heaven, Beautiful Lie, Hit the Nail on the Head, Who Will Your Next Fool Be, Charlie Rich song, I believe. Amazing Grace used to be her favorite song. Anything You Want. There's just not a bad song on here. My Tears Still Flow. Imogene, possibly my favorite song, about falling in love with a neighbor, a lesbian neighbor who he just can't seem to convince that he is the true love for her, instead of that other girl. Why Can't You Be Satisfied, King of the Cowboys. A nice mixture. Boy, the Dead are really going to it there. I probably got that too loud. There's not a bad song on this album, not at all. And it runs the range from country to soul, just and everything in between, which makes it a rock album, I guess, doesn't it? Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, a punk album. Probably my only punk album, my whole collection. I've told this story before. This is the Cigarettes, Crawl Right Out of My Skin, 1979. This was a band out of Raleigh, a punk band out of Raleigh. And I saw them one time at a club called the Free Advice and enjoyed it. Probably the only time I would say knowingly went into a punk club, but it wasn't really a punk club. It was just a Hillsborough Street club on Cancer Records. We didn't know what we were walking in. We just knew it was a live band, and it was like $1 cover or $2 cover or something like that. We went in there and had a good time that night. but punk was not our thing. But we enjoyed ourselves, and they were entertaining. So I had to get a copy of that album. I had to pay a little bit of money for that one too. Okay. And finally, okay, must be from the singer-songwriter from 2011. This is, see if he includes his band in this. Jason Isbell and the 400 unit. Here We Rest on Lightning Rod Records. I think he's the best songwriter, singer-songwriter in the 21st century, Jason Isbell. There he is with the band. And let's see, there's lyrics there. He's such a great songwriter. You definitely want to include the lyrics in anything he does. Alabama Pines, a great song. Oh, I really like the song Codeine. Daisy May. Let's see, Tour of Duty, heartbreaking song, make you cry. All good songs on here. Nothing special about the vinyl. There you go. But he is in my view, the best singer-songwriter of, and he can rock it too. You know, I mean, the band, the 400 unit, is a really good rocking band. But Jason Isbell, and so there we go. I pulled 5 records randomly based on the cards here, and tried to tell you a little something about each album or each artist. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll let it conclude there. Everybody remember, be kind to your neighbors, folks, because we are all neighbors.